Hey there to our 190 subscribers, our future subscribers, and all the people that secretly watch us without subscribing. Even in the darkest deception, true light exists. Our experiences, even painful ones, teach us, guide us, and equip us to shine that light for others. In this video, I want to talk about how we all have to deal with people and stuff that appears to be full of light and ends up being full of darkness, about how people are afraid to talk because maybe they experience some of that darkness themselves or experience it from others and they're worried they're going to be judged, about how it affects our personal lives and how it affects the world in a large scale. This video applies to everybody that needs help standing strong in their light, whether you choose to follow the Bible or not. I will give a few scriptures for reference, but in the end, I just want to help people find the strength in themselves. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever been drawn to something or someone that seemed completely good, only to realize it wasn't what it seemed? Darkness often appears as light, so more people are drawn to it. So, on a large spiritual scale, you have false teachings. You have people that alter scriptures in order for it to fit what they want to be true. You have people that make up scriptures that don't even exist for the same reasons in order to live life the way they want to, or to control people and make them live how they want them to, which is, where they get cults and stuff from. There's worldly temptations. For example, money is one of them. And I always hate that saying where people say money is the root of all evil. That is not true. Money enhances who you are, but money gives the ability for darkness to flourish where it's already existing. There's also popularity. People will do anything and say anything to be popular. They will do whatever is in their power, and that's how a lot of people become famous. They just say whatever you want to hear. And then there's the fact that people want instant gratification. They will do anything for a dollar. If it doesn't matter if it's something good or bad or whatever, they will do anything to get that money. They will do anything to be popular. They will do anything to be instantly gratified in any way that they want. And then there is societal deceptions, where you have people that make promises and they don't intend to keep them. They just make the promises in order to control the people. And, that may be just an individual in your life or world leaders. They all do it. They all make promises that they have no intention of keeping. And they also have masked devotion, where they put on a show, they pretend to be somebody else in order to get the masses to follow them. And it is so dangerous, and we see it a lot. We just see it a lot more now because of the internet. It makes it more obvious because we can see what's going on all the time. And then on a personal scale, you have relationships, and in these relationships, you might find somebody that just shows you a huge amount of love and respect and comfort and healing. And in the end, that stuff's not really them. They just put on a show in order to get what they wanted. Same thing with other kind of situations. Friends and stuff. Somebody might have an open ear all the time, listen to all your problems. They might provide you a kind smile when you need it, lend you a helping hand when you need it, and then turn around and say and do things to hurt you and use all those things against you. And there's also, choices that seem good, but they hide like bad things inside of them. When that saying of things might be too good to be true, and there's hidden consequences because things are too good to be true quite often. If something seems just completely amazing and fantastic, there's a good possibility that it's not real, or at least not completely. And there are consequences that you may not know about, or maybe even you do know about, but you're willing to make those sacrifices. A couple of scriptures that come to mind. There's 2 Corinthians 11:14, and in the end of that one it says, "For Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light." And that just kind of goes to show how something can look light and wonderful and nice and kind and have bad intentions. And then Matthew 7:15 says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves." Because these people, they will preach to you and tell you maybe what you want to hear, or maybe they'll just tell you what they want you to do. And they do it because they want you to follow them, or because they want to control you. The reality is we are all imperfect. Even in our own hearts, light and darkness exist together. Feeling a bad thought or being drawn to the wrong thing doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you human. What matters is how we recognize it, learn from it, and choose our path forward. We have to learn to love ourselves. We have to accept the fact that every single one of us has some darkness in us, no matter how much we want to deny it. And we have to accept it, and we have to work through it and get past it. A lot of people go through things that are hard to talk about, and they experience painful or deceptive experiences, but those experiences all serve a purpose. One of those purposes is personal growth, and in that personal growth you have the fact that it teaches you resilience, because every evil we experience in life prepares us for a darker evil, a harder evil, something more difficult. And then it teaches you discernment, so we can recognize evil faster each time. And so where we might see something that seems really bad, that we are shocked that it's bad, in the future when we run into something similar, we'll be like on alert, going, "Oh wait, I remember this." And so it protects us. And then there's also understanding of our own hearts, and it helps us to see what weaknesses that we need to work on, because sometimes when evil things happen to us, we see things in ourselves that took us down that path to get there. And sometimes we end up doing things that we wish we wouldn't have done, things that we're ashamed that we've done. And rather than feeling shame, we just need to learn from it, grow from it, and overcome it. Another reason that you have painful or deceptive experiences in life is so you can help others. You experience things that maybe you're more able to handle than somebody else, and that way you can help that person through it. Sometimes you develop an illness that you are more capable of handling than someone else, and then you can guide that other person and teach them the things that you've learned about the illness to make their life experience a little more easy and more peaceful. When being hurt or deceived by others is not a reflection of weakness or failure, it's part of spiritual and personal growth. Being drawn to light is natural. It shows your heart is seeking truth. The deception is not your fault. healing and wisdom come from facing these experiences, not from avoiding them. To find truth, you can try prayer. Prayer is really good if you know how to use it. And I mean, you can pray any way you want to. But the best thing to do is to pray for guidance. Don't pray for, $1 million. Don't pray for, all these things. Pray for guidance. Because, how people always say, be careful what you wish for. Well, be careful what you pray for. Because if you pray for patience, God is going to give you something to teach you patience. If you pray for, oh my gosh, I can't even think of the words right now. But if there's a lot of things that people pray for, and then they get upset when they have to deal with those things because they prayed for them, and now those things are being put in their lives in order to teach them the lesson they need to learn in order to get what they asked for. You can also find truth through meditation. You could clear your mind, because it helps you to see the truth. It helps you to give you peace, and it actually helps your health quite a bit. And then you can also find truth in scriptures. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, that doesn't really even matter, because either way you look at it, there's a lot of good advice in it. So whether you're a full believer of the Bible or not, you can still look at it as like a reference to learn lessons from. And you can also find truth in reflection. You can pause, you can assemble ideas and ideals, and then process them. And when you do, you can see all the different pieces and put it together and get more understanding. You should observe consistency, integrity, and truth in what you experience. Listen to your instincts and wisdom, because all of us are wiser than we realize, especially as we get older. We learn from everything we go through, good and bad. We probably learn a lot more from the bad that we go through than we do from the good that we go through. Real light is consistent, true, and guiding. Even in the midst of darkness, it cannot be hidden. In John 3:20, it says, "For every one that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved." And basically what that means is that if you are putting out light and love and compassion, sure, bad things will happen, but real true evil will be repelled by those things. And just stay strong in all the light that you can put out there, and be consistent. And sorry, my mind keeps wandering off. But anyway, even in the darkest deception, true light exists. Keep seeking it, and it will guide you safely. Your experiences, even the painful ones, prepare you to shine that light for others. So go out there, be a light, help people, whether you're helping them just from your presence, from being positive, or if you're physically helping them, just be there to put a light in the world. And if you like this video, thank you. Please like the video and that, down below or wherever it is. I don't know, is it the same on a phone? I think so. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and get your friends to do the same thing. And I will be back in a few days. Thanks. Bye.